Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So let's dive into Drake's Forever. So we have Over by Drake. We did Find Your Love, and then this song comes out around the same time. So let's react to this. So this is LeBron James. He's a basketball player. He went to St. Vincent St. Mary High School. He copied Kobe Bryant. So Kobe Bryant, when he was 18, he was drafted. They had these NBA scouts, and they said, "You don't have to go to college. We want you in the NBA." Kobe being Bryant, and then Kobe is there with glasses on his head, and he says, "I'm taking my talents to the NBA." So Kobe said that first. Kobe said, "I'm taking my talents," and then LeBron James wins his first ring 10 years later. He wins his first ring at 28. So LeBron James at like 27. They said, LeBron James, where do you plan on going? Are you signing to Cleveland? He says, this summer I'm taking my talents to South Beach. So he signs with the Miami Heat. So LeBron James is that 27-year-old that is copying an 18-year-old. so like, so Kobe B. Bryant, I'm taking my talents to NBA. LeBron James loves it so much that 10 years later, at 27 years old, he copies an 18-year-old kid. I'm now taking my talents to South Beach. So this is LeBron James. What do I like about this? So this is before he had a ring. Like he could be like 21 maybe. He has a laptop inside of a Tesla. So it's futuristic. So this is really cool. You know, he's playing poker on a laptop inside of a Tesla. It is really futuristic. It could be a good idea. If I ever got a Tesla, I would only get the Tesla for the fireplace. Like, yeah.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me. So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, man.
Okay, so like he says, it may not mean nothing to y'all. Understand nothing was done for me. I don't plan on stopping at all. I want it forever, man. That is like a crazy, crazy hook. What's good about Drake is like what Lil Wayne said. We'll be good as long as put Drake on every hook. Like his voice is so glossy. It's what Birdman did for him. You know, if Drake came on the scene and he didn't have Birdman's cosign, like then he would just be rapping like, you know, let's say I don't have Birdman's cosign. Nothing was done for me. I don't plan on stopping at all. That would make no sense. But you see Drake, he's standing next to Birdman and Lil Wayne for my town. So he can rap like that. He's like, I'm going for my town. So he comes on, and then here is a guy that has Birdman's cosign. So he can rap in a way that like he'll receive a lot of criticism because it's not really rap. It's a singing, you know? So like he's in rap, he's rapping with Eminem, but then he comes on singing. But why is he singing acceptable? Because he has that glossy Birdman cosign. Birdman gave Drake the go ahead. Do whatever you gotta do. Like Drake goes on in a song, he says, his mom told him to never rap like Pac, and Mike never tried to sing like Pac. Like he's saying, like, why is Drake one of the best rappers, best artists in the world? Because not people come out singing. So like, he is trying to sing in the rap game. So,
So I don't plan on
I don't plan on stopping at all.
It may not mean nothing to y'all.
It may not mean nothing to y'all. So you won't care. You won't care, but nothing was done for me. He's talking about LeBron James. He could be talking about me. He could be talking about, anyone can relate to this? Someone who had to go through it by themselves. So someone like Pat Riley. He noticed when he's building the Miami Stadium, he realizes no one congratulated him on the 2 Miami rings. Then Pat Riley is now listening to this. It may not mean nothing to y'all. Understand nothing was done for me. So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit. So it's about, I relate this to LeBron James in St. Vincent St. Mary. What was LeBron James' complaint in playing for 10 years in Cleveland? So he's 18. He signs a 4-year deal. So now he's 22. He signs another 4-year deal. So now he's 26. And then he signs like a 1-year extension. And then he just gives up because he had nobody on his team. LeBron James would go on. He brought his team at 18 years old to the NBA Finals against the Spurs, against the San Antonio Spurs. It's like if you look at the Wikipedia, it's like NBA champions, 10 years in a row, Los Angeles, 10 years in a row, Boston Celtics, 5 years in a row, Lakers, 4 years in a row, San Antonio Spurs, 3 years in a row, Chicago, 2 years in a row, Detroit Bad Boy Pistons, 3 years in a row, Chicago, 5 years in a row, Boston Celtics, 6 years in a row, Los Angeles Lakers, 7 years in a row, San Antonio Spurs. Like, it is just going to be the same team. And then, like, 6 years in a row, Golden State Warriors. So, like, it's just going to be the same teams. Like, it's just true. How do you beat the best team in the world? You don't. The best team will just win the second year and then the third year. It would be so hard. These are called dynasties. So then, like, he is saying, like LeBron James, I had nobody to help me. And then, in similar fashion, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, he went to college. So he came into the league at 23. He played for a long time, and then he plays with DeMarcus Cousins. But then he says there's not enough help, and he joins LeBron in the Lakers. In the first year, LeBron and Anthony Davis team up. They win a ring. Like, that is also like so story.
Understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever.
So he's saying, I'm shutting shit down. So Drake will shut down the mall. What does shutting down the mall mean? It means when you go to the mall, no store is open. Either he bought all the clothes, so I'm shutting shit down, I bought all the clothes, or it's too dangerous to go shopping. So, like, he's saying, like, I could make violent music that's violent, and that the city of Toronto, when they go to the Eaton Center, all the malls are closed. And then you're wondering, why are all the malls closed? It's because Drake shut the mall down. No one wants to go shopping at this point in time. Someone's going to get looted. So then he's shutting shit down at the mall, telling every girl she's the one for me. So then I'm going to the mall, I'm running pickup on a girl. But I'm doing it conceitedly because I'm so famous. So I'm talking to this really attractive girl in a black dress. Normally, I'm nervous to approach her, but because I'm so famous now, I am conceitedly going to reject her. So before, it's like, hey, can I get your number? And then I'm trying to appease her. And then I'm so lucky to have gotten her number. But nowadays, I'm getting her number. She's like, yeah. I take down her number on my phone, and I'm even planning to call. So Drake is saying how famous he is. He's so silly, ridiculously famous that he can seduce women and he's not even planning to call. So then, like, I've been there too, I guess. Like, some sort of maturity where, we all want an abundant dating life. So we're nervous when we go to the mall. I'm really nervous to talk to this girl. But all of a sudden, I become famous on TikTok. Like, I'm popular on chess.com and stuff. So now when I talk to a girl, I'm picking up girls at the mall. I'm telling she's the one for me. You're the one. You are so beautiful. But I ain't even planning to call. So I've turned from someone who used to be beg to someone who is so socially abundant that I can actually reject women now. So this line, this line is just so crazy. Like his hooks are just so good. Like Lil Wayne said, "We gonna be alright if we have Drizzy on every hook." I'm shutting things down at the mall, telling every girl she the one for me, but I ain't even planning to call. I want this shit forever, man. He wants this feeling forever. Don't we want that feeling forever? Where like our soulmate is no longer out of our league. I want this feeling forever. My soulmate is not out of my league. In fact, I am at home rejecting my soulmate. Like his hooks are just too good.
In the mall, I want this done for me. I mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me. So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me. And I ain't even planning to call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Last name ever, first name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with.
So he's the greatest ever. My first name ever, last name great. If you swap it, I'm the greatest ever. Like a sprained ankle, I'm nothing to play with. If you injure yourself, you can't play on a sprained ankle. So he's saying, don't play with me. He's like, I'm the greatest ever, don't play with me. Like a sprained ankle, I'm on the bench. I'm not the starting five.
Started off local, but thanks to all the haters, I know G4 pilots on a first name basis.
So I start off local. Everybody starts off local. Like your local band at a bar. So he's saying, I started off in Toronto selling mixtapes. Everybody starts off local. But now I know G4 pilots on a first name basis. He knows the pilot in the plane, this guy's name is Safe. Like, this guy's name is Jamar. So, like, imagine that. You used to hand out CDs. You're no longer handing out CDs. You're now walking on a jet. You have a private jet. And your G4 pilot, you know him on a first name basis. You know the person's first name. So, like, he's like, I'm the greatest ever. I'm nothing to play with, like a sprained ankle. I'm on the bench. I used to start off local, but now I know G4 pilots on a first name basis.
In your city, faded off the brown. Nino, she insists she got more class. We know, swimming in the money, come and find me.
So then class meaning like going to class, but then also class meaning like how to dress. So then there's a girl that she insists she got more class. We know. So the joke is like, we know that I have more class than this woman. I'm classier than the lady. So what are women known for? Women are very classy people. They go to a restaurant. They don't like it if you start yelling and shouting. Ladies like it when you treat church like church. It's like, hey, you're at church. Do you mind changing? Your shirt has a mustard stain on it. Do you mind changing your shirts? Oh, but when you first dated me and before we got married, you knew I was the cool rebel that would show up to church with a mustard shirt. And then she's like, I'm not having it anymore. A lady wants you to show up to church acting like you know where your feet stand. Hey, we're now in church. Can you act like you're in church? And then, so a lady's really classy. A lady goes to a restaurant. Hey, do you mind not yelling do you mind not being rude to the server? Because a lady, it's really important that we know when there's other people around us. So then, a lady is really classy. She insists she got more class, we know. But then, come to find out, I'm even more polite than a woman. Like, I'm even classier than a woman. So then, a girl never has to tell me we're in church and I have to change my mustard shirt. A girl doesn't have to tell me to be nice to the server because I'm even nicer to the server than you would have ever imagined. Like, so then
She insists she got more class. We know, swimming in the money, come and find me, Nemo.
So do we know Finding Nemo? Nemo is a clownfish. I actually have a tattoo of Nemo. So the movie Finding Nemo, they're searching for this clownfish, this fish. So he's swimming in the money, come and find me, Nemo.
If I was at the club, you know I balled. Chemo.
So then he's saying when he's at the mall, he starts balding and that he needs chemotherapy. So if you have cancer, you start balding. Right? So we see people that have cancer, they're bald. They go to the hospital, they go to X-ray radiation to get chemotherapy. So then Drake is trying to say ball and bald. He's trying to, he's trying to do rhyme games. Someone says, they understand. When I go to the mall, I ball. Chemo. When I go to the mall, I bald. Chemo. When I go to the mall, I start balding. Chemotherapy is what I need.
Oh, drop the mixtape, that shit sounded like an album. Who'd have thought a countrywide tour would be the outcome?
And then that's really good. He's like, who knew a countrywide tour would be the outcome? He's like, who knew I would crunch you? Who knew I'd crunch you? But then he says, who knew a countrywide tour? So he's going on tour. He's going on a tour bus. He's going on a world tour.
Labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm.
So then, let's look at a hit list. If we have a hit list, we would put the name Drake, and then if I got him hit, for example, I would put X. So he's saying labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm. So we talk about the politician Malcolm X. Malcolm X is a politician. He goes to prison, he becomes Muslim, and then he comes out and he changes his last name to make a statement. He says, my name is now Malcolm X. So then he's saying, labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm. So labels want X Drake to say that they had him hit. Either they signed him or Drake is no longer a threat. But people want an X by my name like Malcolm.
Everybody got a deal, I did it without one.
So yeah, Lil Wayne signed a deal with Birdman Cash Money Records. Drake, he did it without a deal. Drake made it off mixtapes. That's why, I was watching that Pressa video with that Brandon Buckingham thing, and it's like, Pressa doesn't know anything. He's sitting there eating Osmo's shawarma, and he's talking out of his ass. Guy doesn't know anything. He thinks Drake is a famous rapper. Drake made it off mixtapes. Then why is it every time someone releases new music, I just keep thinking about Drake? Why is it that when Pressa drops new music, I think about Drake's Up All Night? Why do I think about Drake's first album where he is he's basically taking audio MP3, he posts it in his post-production software, says MP3, but once he wants to record his voice over the audio, he presses record, so it records the video as well. So he turns an MP3 to an MP4. That is what it means to make it off a mixtape. So Drake made it off mixtape, so he says, everybody got a deal. I did it without one. He blew up on MySpace. So he's taking MP3s, the same way Tory Lanez took Control instrumental. Hit record, and it had to be MP4, and then just posted it. And wow, Tory Lanez, you made it off mixtapes. Drake did the same thing. He's posting everything on MySpace when it blew up. And then he's getting really famous on MySpace. And he's saying, look, I'm famous on SoundCloud. I'm famous on MySpace. Everyone got a deal. I did it without one. He is a person that made off mixtapes. He's now coming for the rap game. So it's like, I was watching that Pressa video, and then Pressa's eating shawarma, and he's talking all this stuff out different parts of his body, and then he's like, he brings up like a Drake, or how Drake is a violent person or something, or how he's about to make music and press is about to blow up. It's like, like, why does every time someone talk about making music, I just keep thinking about Drake and his mixtapes? Like, think. Why can't I think? I don't know why. But I do know why, because Drake, he made off mixtapes. It's like, you have one shot at your reputation, you know? So like, here's Drake on stage and he's performing Family Matters. And he's extremely violent. But what's so shitty to hear? What's so shitty to hear is this guy made it off mixtapes. He was in his mom's basement turning MP3 to MP4. And that's so shitty to hear. You know, like, I started remixing music, so I took audio and then I started rapping on the audio. And then I'm somewhat famous. Did you know then I will have a hard time, like, being the next Led Zeppelin? Like, I now announce I'm going to learn to strum the guitar. I'm going to be a vocalist. No matter what I do, my one shot in music, I made it off mixtapes. It's so shitty to hear. So it's like, stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, nigga, I'm about my business. Killing all these rappers, you would swear I had a hit list. Everyone who doubted me is asking for forgiveness. If you ain't been a part of it, at least you got to witness. Bitches.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me. So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me. And I ain't even planning to call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine.
Ever Mr. West is in the building. Ain't no question who about to kill him. I used to have hood dreams.
so this is Kanye West. This is one of Drake's inspiration. What's good about Kanye West is because when the rap game is violent, he wore polo tees. he wore like pocket tees. He dressed up like Arthur. You know, Arthur Goes to School. So it's like he's wearing a pink polo tee. Jay-Z signed him, and New York is really violent. He's from Chicago, the murder capital, where they murder for capital. But Kanye West is the person that wore polo tees. And here's a guy that wore polo tees rapping. He's so good.
Big fame, big chains. I stuck my dick inside his life until that bitch came and went hard all fall like the ball teams, just so I could make it rain all spring.
So like, the NBA has the regular season and then the off season. He's like, I make it rain all spring. It's like, he's saying the season is like a rainy season, even though the NBA regular season is to say the time that basketball players are playing. The NBA off season is when basketball players are not playing. And then Kanye says, I make it rain all spring.
All fall like the ball team. Dick inside his life until that bitch came.
Okay, so like, I put my dick inside the life until that came. What does it mean to the world? Like Eminem has Not Afraid, where it's like, I'm gonna put my penis in the dirt and the whole universe. So it's like as if you dug a hole in your garden and then put your penis inside. I'm now fucking the world. Fuck the universe. So he's saying, like, I am destroying life. So he's saying, like, as if I put my dick inside a dirt hole in the ground. I am destroying everything. All my goals I can accomplish, he's saying. Not only all his goals he'll accomplish, he'll destroy his goals. He'll decimate his goals. So it's like, I put my dick inside this game. It's like as if there's a hole in your garden and you put your penis inside. I'm fucking the universe. I'm fucking life.
Came and went hard all fall like the ball team.
So I went hard all fall like the ball team. So NBA regular season, the off season. This is just to state when basketball players are playing. It has nothing to do with the 4 season. But then he said, I went hard all fall like the ball team, just so I can make it rain all spring. If regular season, NBA off season, and playoffs, this has nothing to do with the 4 seasons: winter, summer, fall, and spring. But Kanye West is making it so. So there is no correlation. The Miami Heat can be playing in the summer. They play in the winter. They play in the spring. They play in the fall. Kanye West says, I go hard all fall like the ball team, just so I can make it rain all spring. He is bringing the 4 seasons into the NBA. Like, it's so crazy.
Just so I can make it rain all spring. Y'all seen my story, my glory. I had raped the game young. You could call it statutory.
So what is statutory rape? Statutory rape is when a 30-year-old is hooking up with a minor. So like if a 15-year-old girl is talking to a 30-year-old man, that her friend would say, you know, if he touched you because he's 30 years old and you're 15, that's statutory rape. Because a young, naive person doesn't know what they're doing. So, like, he is raping the game young, like statutory rape. So he's saying he came in the game before he was ready.
When a nigga blow up, they gon' build statues for me. Old money, Benjamin Button, what nothing. Super bad chicks giving me McLovin.
So they're gonna build statues of me. So we're talking about the bull in New York Times Square, because people are optimistic people. I'm bullish about Bitcoin, and I show up to work because my work won't want me if I'm pessimistic. I'm bullish about Ethereum. I believe Ethereum will go up, so I long Ethereum. That's why there's a bull at the New York stock market. Who else? Michael Jordan has a statue of Michael Jordan doing the jump man. He's in midair. So when I blow up, they gonna build statues of me. Old money, new money. Benjamin Button. What? Nothing. Benjamin Button is, I don't know what fictitious character, whichever novel he's from. But then Benjamins, like Puff Daddy. I'm all about the Benjamins, baby. Benjamin Franklin is a president. What do we have on our bills that get passed around? What we have on our bills are Benjamin Franklins. We have dead presidents. So now all these rappers, I'm out for dead presidents to represent me. So you could be talking a whole lot of smack to them. Hey, if you don't release new unreleased audio of you yelling at Drake, I will increase tariffs. I'm out for dead presidents to represent me. How much money do you have? Like, I am out for dead presidents. I am out for the faces on these bills to represent me. So people can talk all the smack they want, but I am about my money. I'm out for dead presidents to represent me. I'm all about the Benjamins. I'm all about the Benjamin Franklins. I'm all about money. So then,
super bad for me. Old money, Benjamin Button.
So yeah, old money, new money. Money always has to have an adjective of where you got it from. Old money. So I could be spending old money. Today is 2025. I'm spending money from 2021. I made like 10K in 2021. I'm now going to buy ice cream. I'm spending old money. New money. I just received this money. Internet money. Scared money. I like to do this one where it's like, if you think of everything as an investment, you could have scared money. It's to say, like, you like spending money because you're running away from something. So you could have scared money. And then the idea of dirty money. I think about laundromats. And then people take this money because it's dirty, like it could have blood on it. So they throw it inside a washing machine. They wash it, and they wash this dirty money. And they go behind the convenience store counter and they're talking to this Chinese person. And then this Chinese person then wires this money to somebody. So instead of like they have like a specific banker, and then they say, I want to send over $5 million to the Philippines. Then that $5 million leaves their account, and then $5 million appears in someone's account. It's like what XRP is trying to do. It's like we allow for like large sums of wiring money or something. So that's dirty money, when you can wire someone lots of money. But first it had to be washed at a laundromat. It's called laundering money. So it's like this convenience store can say they made $6 million last year. But then how do you make $6 million off selling popsicles? So then it turns out this person is part of the loan sharks, and they're dragging people in the back and beating their legs with bats. And then they take millions of dollars from this person. And then they tell the government, I made $6 million. So then you see this convenience store, how did you make $6 million? And then they have to get rid of that money. So then it's dirty money, they wash it in a Chinese laundromat, and then they just wire it. I'm now sending you 5.5 million. And then that person goes and hides it in a house, a stash house. This person then drives it somewhere. And now this convenience store, it's like you check, it's like, oh, you don't have 6 million. So that's laundering money.
Super bad chicks giving me make love, and you would think I ran the world.
So then, super bad chicks giving me McLovin. So if you watch Project X or Super Bad, very similar movies, where these nerds are really animated. Like, you really have to tell someone to be enthusiastic to play a nerd. So like, if I hire Jonah Hill as a nerd, and I say, Jonah Hill, be a nerd. He's not gonna be monotone. So like, oh, be a nerd? So, like, to play a nerd, you have to be really animated. Like, imagine running up to your friend with a big backpack and being like, hey man, are you going to Jessica's party tonight? Like, I can't believe we got invited. Oh. So nerds are crazily animated. Nerds have really colorful speeches. Nerds love using colors in their sentences. So then, in Superbad and in Project X, there's this guy called McLovin. Because I once walked to his alcohol store. And then it's like, you have to be 18 in Canada to purchase alcohol. This person outside the club, he's like 16. He's like, hey, do you mind going in there and buying me a bottle of liquor and then just coming out? I'm 16. I can't. And then that was just so interesting. Oh, it's 19 in Toronto. So it's like, in the movie McLovin, he has a fake ID and he goes in and he says, hey, can I get alcohol? He's like, you don't look 19. He's like, well, I am 19. He gives the passport ID and it says McLovin. So super bad chicks giving McLovin. And it's kind of like McDonald's. Like, I'm loving it. That's by Justin Timberlake, that slogan. So, super bad chicks giving me McLovin. You would think I ran the world like
super bad chicks giving me McLovin. You would think I ran the world like Michelle's husband.
Yeah, so Michelle Obama. You would think I ran the world like Michelle's husband, Barack Obama. So Barack Obama's wife is Michelle Obama. Super bad chicks giving me McLovin. You would think I ran the world like Michelle's husband. You would think I ran the world like Michelle Obama's husband, Barack Obama. So he's like doing the reverse. He's writing rhymes and then scribbling it and then just putting so much effort.
You would think these niggas know me when they really doesn't. Like they was down with the old me. No, you fucking wasn't.
And that's so crazy. It goes back to the scheme. Like, what's good about Kanye? You can find his, like, raps humorous. Super bad chick scheme. Like, like, his rap is really humorous, but then there's a theme. Hey, we're rapping on Drake's Forever. Then he's like, oh, these people think they know me, but they don't really doesn't. So then he's like, he's so not serious. It's funny rap, it's satire rap, but then he brings it back and he's so passionate. And then the passion, you can hear the passion in his voice talking. It's like, hold on, then wasn't everything he said hard? You know, like, he has a rap schema. It means he scribbled things out and rewrote them, like, over and over again.
You such a fucking loser. He ain't even go to class, Bueller. Trade the Grammy plaques just to have my granny back. Remember she had that bad hip like a fanny pack.
So it's like, you didn't even go to class. So it's like, they thought they was with me. No, you wasn't. You're such a fucking loser. So it's like, it's so personable of a thing. It's like, what do we like about Kanye's rap? It's definitely better than Drake's rap. It's because he's putting on just like the craziest rhyme scheme. It's everything's so funny. I write the game young, got the statutory, build statues of me, old money, Benjamin Bun, what? Nothing. Bad chicks love me like Michelle Obama's husband, Barack Obama. You know what? You're such a fucking loser. So it's like, you're like, hold on, were you joking? Turns out his rap wasn't joking, but he lets you know later in his verse. So it's like, it's just...
Chasing the stardom will turn you to a maniac. All the way in Hollywood and I can't even act.
So yeah, Hollywood. What is Hollywood known for? Movies. Like Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. It's like they're in Hollywood shooting a new film. I'm all the way in Hollywood and I can't even act. He's like, I made it in life. You know, he starts off in Africa. He goes to Chicago. He blows up as a rapper. He has a bunch of disposable income. He's now in Hollywood and he can't even rap. He can afford a $3,000 plane ticket. He can afford $5,000 extra on the side to live at a hotel. Like, that's winning to me. You know, that's winning. Like, that's Charlie Sheen thing. Winning. That's winning. He is in Hollywood and he can't even act. He has disposable income.
They pull their cameras out and goddamn he snap. I used to want this thing forever. Y'all can have it back.
It may not mean nothing to y'all.
So those are suicide drills. So then what do I think the appropriate normal stance is? Kanye's rap is so much better than Drake's. Kanye is better than Drake.
Understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me.
So what is so cool about LeBron James is because LeBron James lived up to the hype. You can search up NBA busts all you want. You know, like Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown, number 1 draft for the LA Lakers. He's on Ball His Life. He's going crazy. Let's say Andrew Wiggins even. Like, Andrew Wiggins on Ball His Life is going crazy. He could be an NBA bust. He has a ring, but like averaging 6 points, 2 points, and then teams don't want him. You know, LeBron James didn't have to live up to the hype. There's such an iconic photo of him in St. Vincent St. Mary, and he's palming a basketball. His eyes are wide open. He's 18. He's like 18-year-old phenom, green and yellow, like St. Vincent St. Mary, Ireland, 23. LeBron James, the next basketball GOAT, like the craziest basketball player all these NBA scouts have ever seen. He could, if you turn the page, he could have lost nonstop. But then what is so crazy, because he lived up to the hype. He didn't have to. He didn't have to live up to the hype. That is what's so crazy. This will be the greatest basketball player you will ever witness. He then becomes the greatest basketball player you ever witnessed. Like, it's so crazy. This first year, he brings his team of nobody, 18 years old, with the NFL chasing him for a ball. Do you know how hard to run away from the NFL? Especially when you're the one tasked to dribble a basketball. Like, the basketball is meant to slow you down. So he's being chased by all these sweaty black men, and then he's dribbling a basketball that's meant to slow him down. He then keeps scoring. So the team is scoring. He's scoring. He brings the team to the NBA Finals against the San Antonio Spurs, and then what happens? He would go on to score 21 points in a row. Oh my God. So it's like, it's just too insane what LeBron is doing. So then LeBron is intense because he didn't have to live up to the hype. So then what else do we know about LeBron James? LeBron James then has this thing, this billboard, like he becomes one of the most hated players because he doesn't stay with his home team. Then he signs to Miami and all this stuff, and then he says, "We are all witnesses." It just, I don't know if this was before he had a ring or not, but you know, it's like, we are all witnesses. Like, we just saw from the St. Vincent St. Mary poster to him being in the NBA Finals against a dynasty, the San Antonio Spurs, led by Greg Popovich. What does Greg Popovich do that is so good? He doesn't care what you think about him. There's a thing where he does Shaq a foul. So if Shaq gets the ball, Shaq will just dunk it. Shaq will always get 2 points right next to the rim. But then Shaq's a terrible free thrower. That's his Achilles heel. So then if Shaq grabs the ball and you just smack his arm, he can't score 2 points. So then he's forced to go to the free throw line where he's shooting 50%. So the first free throw, he may or may not miss. Let's say he misses this. For Shaq to score 2 points is now 25%. So now on his second free throw, if he scored the first one at 50%, for him to score 2 is now 50% of 50%. So now he has 25% chance to hit the second one. He misses. So that you can stop Shaq from getting 2 points by just fouling him. So there's a video. They get the ball, they give it to Shaq. Greg Popovich is like, they just smack his arm. There's this whole documentary where it's like, is this ruining basketball? And it's the San Antonio Spurs just always smacking Shaq. Because you would rather that. Shaq is just Shaq. He will just dunk the ball on you. So then, that's what's interesting about the Spurs with Tim Duncan. What's cool about Tim Duncan? Tim Duncan has these hook shots. He has 5 rings. He's the same as Kobe Bryant. He's like, he just does these hook shots. Like, Tim Duncan is just incredible. He's doing these hook shots that are hard to guard. So then, Greg Popovich has like this crazy team built. He has like Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, these like people that, and Kawhi Leonard. What would Kawhi Leonard go on to do? Kawhi Leonard, when they were against the Miami Heat, had the chance to win the San Antonio Spurs a ring at the free throw line. Kawhi Leonard was 19. He's at the free throw line, 18, 19. He misses 2 free throws. No one talks about this because he chokes. He misses 2 because he's just too young. Kawhi Leonard was just too young. So he misses 2 free throws that could have won an NBA ring. What could have gotten to Kawhi Leonard? People yelling at him from the stands. People depending on him. Him being nervous. Not expecting the moment. All these things. Let's just say he's 18 and 19. That's why he missed 2 free throws. Kawhi Leonard was just too young. He couldn't get the San Antonio Spurs a ring. If he hit those 2 free throws, they would have won a ring and LeBron would be down 1 ring. But then they get the ball. They're like, let's not talk about Kawhi Leonard. And then LeBron wins his first ring. And it's like, it's just so crazy like that too. The 19, 18-year-old Kawhi Leonard. And then what happened to Kawhi Leonard? He gets injured by Zaza Pachulia when the San Antonio were destroying Golden State Warriors. Up 30 points. But then he doesn't allow Kawhi to land. Kawhi injures himself. He doesn't want to play anymore. He then goes to Toronto. He joins the Toronto Raptors. Wins a ring the first year he's there. Like, Kawhi Leonard is just so insane. Misses 2 clutch free throws at 18, 19. About to be the greatest of all time. Gonna stop the Golden State dynasty. Gets injured. Nothing happens to Kawhi Leonard all his career. Joins the Raptors for 1 year. Wins a ring. Gets followed because he's the most famous athlete of all time. Like, Toronto is the only sports team in Canada. So like they're now getting toys. They buy toys and gadgets. One of them being a helicopter, and they follow Kawhi Leonard everywhere. Why? Because this person just won a Canadian sports team a championship. Like, how often does like a single country win a championship? Just like out of the blue. And people are just following him with the helicopters. Look, it's Kawhi Leonard. What is Kawhi Leonard doing today? And what do we love about Kawhi Leonard? He's just so casual of a person. And then like, he then announces he's joining the Clippers with Paul George. Then Kawhi Leonard is now the first player to ever leave a winning team. And then there's stuff about Russell Westbrook. So how do you get to the level of LeBron and Drake? Let's say they are really high level people. If you want to get to the level of LeBron, Drake, and me, you got to want Russell Westbrook on your team. There's a year that LeBron signed Russell Westbrook. He's averaging 20 points, 10 assists, 15 rebounds. Some crazy numbers. But he's running all over the place and he's doing ferocious dunks. And the ball flies back. You ever see that dunk where and then the ball goes so hard that it flies backwards. So like, something like, why does Paul George get a lot of respect? Because Paul George, when he injured his leg, he broke his leg in the Olympics because he's flying and then the mat was too close. The very next season, he rehabs his leg. He gets second in MVP voting. I forget who was first. But let's say someone like Victor Oladipo. You're like, are you not seeing this story? This guy just broke his leg. He's now averaging 29 points. And everyone is voting for Paul George, but then someone just outplays Paul George. But someone breaks their leg, comes back in second in MVP voting. Like, that is so crazy of a story. And then, like, what do I think LeBron James, Drake, and I have in common? We would love Russell Westbrook on our team. Like LeBron James, he's playing basketball for like 15 years. He signs Russell Westbrook. You know you're going to lose. But you may win. If you're that good, you would just win. You know, it's like a testament to your greatness too. It's like, so then he has Russell Westbrook and then they start losing. I believe Drake would somewhere, as a rapper, would sign Russell Westbrook so that Drake loses for 82 games so you can recover your legs. I would do the same. I'm playing like high level chess. You're about to play tomorrow. I'm now going to sign Russell Westbrook. We're now going to lose 82 games so that I can play longer. Like, so then after that, I play for 18, 15 years. That's different from like Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes doesn't have that. Scotty Barnes is the guy that's like always bum rushing to the basket.
And I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Okay, hello, it's the Martian, Space Jam Jordans.
So like, this is so crazy too. Hello is the Martian. What is a Martian? A Martian is an alien. So hello is the Martian. So, hey is the alien. I'm out of this world. He's like, hey, it's me. I'm out of this world. Hello is the Martian. Space Jam Jordans. But he's deliberately like mispronouncing it. So Michael Jordan was on a fantasy movie with Bugs Bunny called Space Jam. Who is Michael Jordan playing against? Not regular people. Michael Jordan is in space. He jumps and he dunks it on Bugs Bunny's worst enemy. Michael Jordan is playing basketball with Bugs Bunny. 3D characters, like cartoon characters. Michael Jordan is supposed to be playing against LeBron James. He's supposed to be playing against Kobe Bryant in the All-Star game when he came back as a Wizard. So Lil Wayne starts, hello is the Martian, Space Jam Jordans. I want this shit forever. Wake up and smell the garden. Like the Garden of Eve. You know, like wake up and smell the garden, come back to reality. So it's like Lil Wayne is just.
Okay, hello, it's the Martian, Space Jam Jordans. I want this shit forever. Wake up and smell the garden.
And then what do we know? We have Birdman sitting next to him because Birdman wants credit for this verse too. Only so rarely do we see Birdman. We see Birdman in the underground rap where Lil Wayne puts a red bandana over the mic. And then before he starts rapping, Birdman just puts his hands up and he's like, I won. I just hit the jackpot. I just have this guy that is so ferociously passionate about rap music. So then Lil Wayne just says, okay, I'm about to freestyle. And then Birdman turns around, puts his hands up, I won. I have Lil Wayne. I signed Lil Wayne. So then you don't see Birdman that often. But then here he is. And then where does he appear? He appears when Lil Wayne says, hello is the Martian. And you see Birdman. He's like, I want credit for signing this person. Hello is the Martian. Space Jam Jordans. I want this shit forever. Wake up and smell the garden.
Fresher than the harvest. Step up to the target. If I had one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans.
Like, that is so crazy. So it's like, wake up and smell the garden. Like, bring it back to Garden of Eden. Wake up and smell the garden. Come back to reality. I'm talking about the harvest, like harvest moon. What do we do? When we reap what we sow. So I put watermelon seeds. I will reap what I sow. This is my harvest. It's like, so we reap what we sow, like harvest moon. And then he says, step up to the target. He's like setting a bar, like the target. This is where I want your rap music to be. Step up to the target. If I have one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans. So he's from New Orleans. The New Orleans Hornets. So the New Orleans Hornets, they were known for when the NBA said we're banning guns. People brought to the stadium their guns and they turned it in for tickets. So if I have like a Desert Eagle, it's worth $800. I turn it in, I get like 15 games to the New Orleans Hornets. Because in both ways, you don't want guns. New Orleans is not a popular team at all. Like New Orleans, the Charlotte Hornets, they suck. As like 15 years ago, they sucked bad. Nobody wanted to go to New Orleans. So then they then bring them, there's no more guns, there's less crime. People now have tickets to games. So then it's like, it's just so smart of a thing to do. And then, so he says, step up to the target. If I have one guess. So he's now working on guess and guessed. It's better than Drake ball and bald. Drake does ball and bald. Lil Wayne does guess and guess. So it's like, if I have one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans. If I have because I'm not popular, there's probably only one person in the stadium of the New Orleans Charlotte Hornets. If I have one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans. If I have one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans. So if I have one guest, then I'm just New Orleans. If I have one guest, then I guess I'm just New Orleans. So then it's like he's saying the same thing using guess and guess. It's so crazy. And then the way he pronounces it, it's like you want to correct him in the way that he's making rap confusing. It's like, hold on, Lil Wayne, say that one more time. Like, you're deliberately trying to gatekeep rap. If I have one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans. Is Charlotte Hornets New Orleans or New Orleans? So it's like you're now just like forced to take yourself out of rap. New Orleans. I'm going to New Orleans. I'm going to New Orleans. If I have one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans. So that's it.
Harvest, step up to the target. If I had one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans. And I would never stop like I'm running from the cops.
So it's like me achieving my goals. I'm trying to become world chess champion. I will never stop like I'm running from the cops. You don't want to stop when you're running from the cops because then the cops will catch you for your crime. So I'm going after my goals as if cops were chasing me. I'm never gonna stop like I'm running from the cops.
Hopped up in my car and told my chauffeur to the top.
So you hop into your car, your chauffeur is the person that drives you. You can only say left or right or follow that taxi. So like, it's kind of like, if you hop in a taxi, we're usually talking about New York. I hop in a taxi, I say, quick, chauffeur, follow that taxi. Lil Wayne is saying, I'm never gonna stop like I'm running from the cops. Hop in my car, told my chauffeur to the top. Take me to the top of the rap game. Take me to the pinnacle of life. Take me to the top. But then the joke is like, where do you want to go? You want to go right? You want to go left? You want me to follow this guy? You know, you hop in a car, taxi, follow that guy. Lil Wayne, on the other hand, hop into my car, told my chauffeur to the top. That is so crazy. You can't decide to go to the top, but Lil Wayne says, I can decide to go to the top. What if I hopped in the car, told my chauffeur to the top? That is so crazy. And then it's like, the whole thing is whether or not he's trying to make it sound hard to understand. And then you repeat it back, and it's like, he's not. He's just clearly just speaking. I'm never gonna stop like I'm running from the cops. Hop up in my car, told my chauffeur to the top. Life is such a roller coaster. Then it drops. But what should I scream for? This is my theme park. Like, he's now in Wonderland. Lil Wayne is now in Wonderland. He's going up on the Wonderland ride. He doesn't have to scream. Why should he scream? Because this is his theme park. So it's like, if I'm on a roller coaster, I'm going on the Leviathan, I'm going down, I scream, ah. Lil Wayne went in the car, told his chauffeur to the top. Life is such a roller coaster, then it drops. But what should I scream for? This is my theme park. This guy is so crazy. And he's not even trying to make you not understand, which is just so much more crazy. So you can see why Birdman wants credit for something.
Okay, hello, it's the Martian. Space Jam Jordans. I want this shit forever. Wake up and smell the garden. Fresher than the harvest. Step up to the target. If I had one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans. And I will never stop like I'm running from the cops. Hopped up in my car and told my chauffeur to the top. Life is such a fucking roller coaster, then it drops. But what should I scream for? This is my theme park. My mind shine even when my thoughts seem dark. Pistol on my side, you don't wanna hear that thing talk. Let the king talk, check the price and pay attention. Lil Wayne, that's what they gotta say or mention. I'm like Nevada in the middle of the summer. I'm resting in the lead, I need a pillow and a cover. My foot sleeping on the gas. No brake pads, no such thing as last.
That is so crazy. That is so crazy. So he's like, I'm resting in the lead. So imagine you're in a Tesla or you're in a car. You are in front of all these cars. I'm resting in the lead. I need a pillow and a cover. I need a blanket. So here's your cover, your blanket. So he's like, I'm driving in this car. You might as well give me a pillow. You might as well give me a blanket. I'm resting in the lead. No brake pads. So he's not stopping. He can only press gas. No brake pads. No such thing as last. This person is stepping on the gas. There's no such thing as last. So like, what's crazy about this is if you wrote it down. Like, I have this like song where it's like, Miss Ansari. It's like, Drake is like, what did I miss? Like, you missed a teacher named Miss. You miss Miss. So like, you could have missed Miss. So in school, hey, this is missing. This is Miss Krabappel. All teachers start with Miss. You could have missed Miss. So I'm like giving Drake criticism. What did I miss? You miss Miss. And then it's like, and then I say 5. And I'm trying to make Justin Bieber laugh. There's a video where I'm like, I think I said five. Five. He'll make him laugh. I was like, five. No face, no face, no face, no face, no face. I'm saying it's like you don't know your song No Face is good. Because then you have the song What Did I Miss? And it's not as good as No Face. Like, what did I miss? You missed miss. You missed No Face, no face, no face, no face, no face. Your song is good and it's not showing because you did not improve. It went down. Your song No Face is good because you said no face 5 times. But then in the song, Drake actually said no face 7, 8 times. So then the song is so good. No face, no face, no face, no face, no face, no face, no face. And he's saying it like 8, 9 times. So what did I miss? You missed No Face by you. So then it's somewhere like this. It's like I study a lot of Lil Wayne, where it's like, you can probably hear it here, where it's like, what should I scream for? This is my theme park. My mind shine even when my thoughts seem dark. Pistol by my side, you don't want to hear that thing talk. It's like you don't want him to put his pistol to your head. Let the king talk, check the price and pay attention. Lil Wayne, that's what they gotta say or mention. Me, I'm hot like Nevada in the summer. I'm resting in the lead. I need a pillow and a cover. Shh. No brake pads. No such thing as last. That is so crazy.
It may not mean nothing.
What am I trying to say here? It could not sound crazy until you write it down. If you wrote down Lil Wayne's lyrics, you would understand where his mind is at. Like, so this verse, I want to play it through and then after. So this verse is so good, Complex Music, because you have to write Lil Wayne's verse down to understand where his mind is at. So in the same way that I had a song where it's like, that's what he do for his girl. She take her man audio, turn it to a lyric video. The only reason I make music is so I hope that my music is so good, someone quickly catches it, makes a lyric video, monetizes that lyric video, and then all of a sudden this video has 70k views, and at the end of the month, $160 hits their bank account. Like, oh, I'm buying like McDonald's and I didn't even make the audio. So like, that's what I do. I make all the dirty hoes want to get clothes. I'm making people want to walk closer to me. If they're so dirty, then they need new clothes. I make all the dirty hoes want to get clothes. Because look what I do. She take her man audio, turn it into a lyric video. You know how it go. She's just sitting at home. Girls, they wear the pink tank top. Girls don't do much. They can't necessarily have this masterful work because girls' frames are smaller. It'll take them too long to walk to the studio. They're gonna overexert themselves driving a car. Then men, because we're bigger, we can go to the library. We can turn more pages in the chess book. We can drive a car to access resources. So that's why I think men should have accomplished more than women. And then so it's like Complex Music. This rap verse is good because when you write it down, you'll notice how immaculate Lil Wayne's is. So when I said that verse, I make the dirty hoes want to get clothes. I then put 5. No face, no face, no face, no face, no face. So that it's easy when a girl is in a pink tank top. She makes a lyric video. 5. She types out no face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you realize when Drake said no face 5 times, it was really good. You play the actual one. I grab someone's phone. I click on it. I drag it to the front. What are you doing? Are you on crack? How does this sound like good? He says no face 9 times. If you thought Miss Ansari is good. That's actually so funny. What did I miss? Miss Ansari. It's like people are saying sorry to Drake for copying Drake. What did I miss? You miss Miss Ansari. You miss Miss Ansari. And that is when the Toronto Raptors' Masai Ujiri went missing. The Toronto Raptors has no president. So like, who's gonna draft the next Giannis? So then that happened. Anish Giri was, I don't know what happened with Anish Giri. Anish Giri was doing something. He was like, he's blowing up in chess. So like Masai Ujiri, Anish Giri. People are upset at Drake, misdirected anger at Drake. It's like, what did I miss? Miss Ansari. What did I miss? You missed Miss Ansari. And then it's funny because like you also missed No Face. Because like No Face is better than What Did I Miss? So I'm like, how did you miss No Face? It was good when it said it 5 times. In the actual song, the 1 minute version, they say it 9 times. So that No Face is good. No Face is so good.
Y'all understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever mine, ever.
So let's get this out of the way. Is is Eminem cute? So he has this song where he's like, oh, he's sitting next to Britney Spears, and like he's so cute. Drake, Eminem is not cute. Eminem looks like skull candy. So then, so Eminem is not cute. But what can we say to that? We can say for you to be cute or good looking, you have to know how to dress. So, so we can say, is Eminem cute? Eminem doesn't even know how to dress. So then,
There they go, back in stadiums, as Shady spits his flow. Nuts they go, macadamian they go, so ballistic, whoa.
So there they go, packing stadiums as Shady splits his flow. So he's known as Slim Shady, Eminem, B Rabbit, Macadamia Nuts. So like if I go, I want to purchase a muffin. What muffin do you want? I want macadamia nuts. So there you go, back in stadiums as Shady splits his flow. Nuts they go, macadamia. So he's saying the macadamia nuts.
He can make them look like bozos. He's wondering if he should spit this slow. Fuck no, go.
Yeah, and then bozos. It's kind of like bring up Pinocchio. Should it go this slow? No.
For broke, his cup just.
Go for broke just means go all the way. So it's like, I'm in a chess tournament. What should I do? Should I sign Russell Westbrook and then play next year? It's like, no, go for broke. Just like try my best right now.
Just wanna throw, but oh no, he ain't had him a buzz like this since the last time that he overdosed.
So having a buzz, it's like when your name is on Google Trends. So Eminem was really famous. He had a buzz. People were Googling his name. So you can see how popular he was on Google Trends. There's a time when his best friend Proof got shot over a freestyle. And then Eminem went through a depression phase. So then he says, he ain't never have a buzz like this since the last time he overdosed. So he noticed, he went to overdose on pills. Just, because like, let's say someone wants to take their life. Apparently overdosing on pills is the most non-painful. So when Eminem tried to take his own life, he overdosed on pills. It didn't work. So, you know, he was rushed to the hospital. He survived, and then he had a buzz like the last time he overdosed. They're like, look, you're now on the newspaper. This famous rapper almost overdosed. So now Eminem, who tried to commit suicide, is now even more famous because now people are like, what's this person going to rap about? This person is like on the edge. You know how you have to go crazy to achieve things?
They've been waiting patiently for Pinocchio to poke his nose back into the game and then.
So he's like, so it's that joke. It's like, you know, you have to be crazy to achieve things. And he's like, now they're waiting for Pinocchio to poke his nose. So this famous rapper overdosed, but they survived. What will this person rap about? Won't this person's rap just be so immaculate? Like on the cups of verse, like the Mozart, the shaking pen. And he says, so Pinocchio, when Pinocchio lies, Pinocchio's nose grows longer. Then it's like, hey Pinocchio, did you go to work today? I did. And Pinocchio's nose grows longer. So they're waiting for him to poke his nose back into the game like Pinocchio.
No rap will never be the same as before. Passion in the brains of these hoes and establishing a name as he goes. The passion and the flame is ignited. You can't put it out once we light it. This shit is
Like the passion and the flame is ignited. It's like when someone lights a fire under your ass. It's like if I took a lighter, I put it under my ass. If I fart, it would cause a flame because it's gas and fire. So then, like figuratively speaking, like someone just lit a fire under my ass. You're also saying that you farted into the fire. So like I had this thing where I was like, I went door to door and people said things like that. Like someone just lit a fire under my ass. But then it's like you didn't fart into the fire. It looks like.
is exactly what the fuck that I'm talking about when we riot. You dealing with a few true villains who stand inside of the boot, true spilling and spit true feelings until our true feelings come flying up out of our mouths. Never mind it. Payback, mother.
So then he's just like rapping so fast. He's like, you're in the booth, true spilling. All I know is, he said, now rewind it. All I know is what happens when we rewind it, complex music. When we rewind it, it makes sense. I bet you. So I don't want to go into it too much, but it's like, he said, you're now in the booth, true spilling. What is a booth? A booth, a telebooth, is the thing Superman comes out of. So Clark Kent. Clark Kent is the regular Superman. He lives his regular day as Superman. At night, he fights crime. So then, when Clark Kent is done reading his newspaper, he goes into a booth, a telephone booth. But let's just say he just goes into a booth, changes, and comes out as Superman. So then that is also where my standard for rap is. It's like, you went into a booth, but do you know Clark Kent also went in a booth and he came out Superman? So like, why are you only a rockabye baby? It was like Westbrook. So that's your standard for rap. They should be rapping at Superman level at all times. So it says, you go in the booth, true spillin', it's hard to fill in, play it back, now rewind it. He's rapping so fast, but all to say, rewind it, it makes sense. That you're going into the booth to spill your feelings. When a booth is meant for Superman.
Fuck up for the way that you got at me, how's it taste? When I slap the taste out of your mouth with the bass so loud that it shakes the place.
So what do we have in our mouth? We have taste buds. We have taste buds. That's how we taste. So he's saying, I'm going to slap the taste out of your mouth so much that you can feel the bass. And then that, like, you lose feeling. A slap from a bass. So what is bass and snare? You ever listen to those Wicked Sounds by Future? That is a bass and a snare. It's a bass. So Future has a song called I Serve the Bass, I Serve the Bass. I serve the bass, I serve the bass. So he's saying like, I'm going to serve you so much with the bass. Somewhere you're going to hear me rap and it's going like, and then you're going to lose the taste out of your mouth. You're going to lose the taste. You're going to lose your senses. You're going to lose your taste buds. Your taste buds.
I'm Hannibal Lecter, so just in case you're thinking of saving face, you ain't gonna have no face to say by the time I'm through with this place, so Drake.
That is like the craziest line. Like, that is also what makes Eminem the greatest rapper of all time. He's like, so Hannibal Lecter is a person, so imagine like a hockey mask. Hannibal Lecter is a person that eats people's faces. Mike Vick is a football player that bit a dog. So Mike Vick, a football player, bites a puppy when the dog is supposed to bite Mike Vick. Freddy and Jason are people with machetes in scary movies. So we have a different character. Eminem says Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter is a person that has a ski mask similar to Freddy and Jason. He has a ski mask with a machete, but he eats people's faces. So then he says, I'm Hannibal Lecter in case you're thinking of saving face. What does it mean, saving face? Saving face means never embarrass someone. Like if we look at the 48 laws of power, save people face. You don't want to be the person that embarrasses someone. You know, so like let's say someone does something embarrassing. Save this person's face. Don't just start laughing at this person. Don't then go and tell someone what happened. So then someone does something embarrassing. Save this person's face. Is to say, hey, we all make mistakes. That's why pencils have erasers. So then nothing. I'm not going to react to it. No one, a normal human being is not going to react to something embarrassing. You know, like a waitress, she falls. Save this person's face. Don't react. Don't do anything. I'm just going to eat my food. Because what does a shitty person do? A shitty person would bring attention to it. You fell. And then they're gonna cause the riot in a restaurant. So then I'm Hannibal Lecter if you're thinking of saving face. You're not gonna have no face to save when I'm through with this, so play some Drake. So I'm Hannibal Lecter. I'm someone that eats someone's face. So in case you're thinking of saving face, if you want to be a regular person and save someone's face and not call attention to something embarrassing, you're going to have no face to save because I'm Hannibal Lecter. I'm going to eat your face. I'm going to make sure you're not a regular person. So for then, now just play some Drake. If you keep listening to Eminem, you're not going to be a regular person. That is why he's the greatest rapper of all time. I'm Hannibal Lecter in case you're thinking of saving face. You ain't gonna have no face to save when I'm through with this, so play some Drake. He's saying, my verse is so good. Eminem is saying, my verse is so good. You can even play it back. It all makes sense. My verse is so good. If you think of being a regular person and not bringing attention to embarrassing stuff, you're not going to be so regular if you keep playing Eminem. If you keep listening to Eminem, you're going to be at the top of your class. He's saying, it's just so good. This song is just so incredibly good. It's like, do high-level people play poker? I believe high-level people play poker. Why? Because all you do is fold. Because you'll be forced to do a small blind or a big blind. Those times you have to play. So small blind is just the smaller of the ladder sum. So it's like, oh, I'm forced to play 10. My hand sucks. Oh, now I'm forced to play 30. My hand sucks. So then if your hand sucks regularly, you would just fold. Because you're forced to play eventually. So do high-level people play poker? I think so. You would just fold all the time, unless it's like two ace, like an ace pair.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Last name ever, first name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with. Started off local, but thanks to all the haters, I know G4 pilots on a first name basis. In your city, faded off the brown. Nino, she insists she got more class. We know, swimming in the money, come and find me. Nemo, if I was at the club, you know I balled. Chemo, dropped a mixtape, that shit sounded like an album. Who'da thought a countrywide tour be the outcome? Labels want my name beside an X like Malcolm. Everybody got a deal, I did it without one. Yeah, nigga, I'm about my business. Killing all these rappers, you would swear I had a hit list. Everyone who doubted me is asking for forgiveness. If you ain't been a part of it, at least you got to witness. Bitches.
It may not mean nothing to y'all. Understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine.
Ever, Mr. West is in the building. Ain't no question who about to kill. I used to have hood dreams, big fame, big chains. I stuck my dick inside his life until that bitch came and went hard all fall like the ball teams, just so I could make it rain all spring. Y'all seen my story, my glory. I had raped the game young. You could call it statutory when a nigga blow up. They gon' build statues for me. Old money, Benjamin Button, what nothing. Super bad chicks giving me McLovin'. You would think I ran the world like Michelle's husband. You would think these niggas know me when they really doesn't. Like they was down with the old me. No, you fucking wasn't. You such a fucking loser. He ain't even go to class, Bueller. Trade the Grammy plaques just to have my granny back. Remember she had that bad hip like a fanny pack. Chasing the stardom will turn you to a maniac. All the way in Hollywood and I can't even act. They pull their cameras out and goddamn he snap. I used to want this thing forever, y'all can have it back.
It may not mean nothing to y'all. Understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Okay, hello, it's the Martian, Space Jam Jordans. I want this shit forever. Wake up and smell the garden, fresher than the harvest. Step up to the target. If I had one guess, then I guess I'm just New Orleans, and I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. Hopped up in my car and told my chauffeur to the top. Life is such a fucking roller coaster, then it drops. But what should I scream for? This is my theme park. My mind shine even when my thoughts seem dark. Pistol on my side, you don't wanna hear that thing talk. Let the king talk, check the price and pay attention. Lil Wayne, that's what they gotta say or mention. I'm like Nevada in the middle of the summer. I'm resting in the lead, I need a pillow and a cover. My foot sleeping on the gas. No break pass, no such thing as last.
It may not mean nothing to y'all. Understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine.
There they go, back in stadiums as shady spits his flow. Nuts they go, macadamian they go so ballistic, whoa. He can make them look like bozos, he's wondering if he should spit this slow. Fuck no, go for broke, his cup just runneth over, oh no. He ain't had him a buzz like this since the last time that he overdosed. They've been waiting patiently for Pinocchio to poke his nose back into the game, and they know rap will never be the same as before. Passion in the brains of these hoes and establishing a name as he goes. The passion and the flame is ignited, you can't put it out once we light it. This shit is exactly what the fuck that I'm talking about when we riot. You dealing with a few true villains who stand inside of the boot, true spilling and spit true feelings until our true feelings come flying up out of our mouths. Never mind it. Payback, motherfucker, for the way that you got at me. How's it taste? When I slap the taste out of your mouth with the bass so loud that it shakes the place. I'm Hannibal Lecter, so just in case you're thinking of saving face, you ain't gonna have no face to say by the time I'm through with this place. So Drake,
it may not mean nothing to y'all. Understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning the call. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine, ever.
So there's Nicky for complex music. This is so good. We have Drake again with pickup lines. Is to say, I've risen above that. I'm telling this girl she the one for me, but I ain't even planning to call. I want this shit forever, man. So Drake back again with the pickup lines. Drake is giving you high self-esteem. Incredible. Doing God's work. Giving you high self-esteem. You've risen above this. Kanye West is satire. I build statues from me. And you don't understand it. Is this good? Is this good? I just want my granny back. Remember, she had the bad hip, like a fanny pack. What's funny about Granny? Granny is similar to Grammy. Grammys is the highest pinnacle of music awards. It's what Tyler, the Creator, wants. It's like if there's a music class, we are now presenting the Grammys. Kanye says, I don't want a Grammy. I just want my granny back. Remember, she had a bad hip, like a fanny pack. A fanny pack is something you carry stuff and it lands on your hip. I just want my granny back. Remember, she had a bad hip, like a fanny pack. Made it all the way to Hollywood and I can't even act. That's for actors to go to. He's like, look where I'm at. And he's like, you're such a loser. You never go to class. And then, so it's like when you play it, you're like, Kanye is dragging the song down, but then it's so serious that it makes the song good. It's good rap music. He's supposed to be in a polo tee. He showed up in the scene in a pink polo, and I was wearing leather. So it's like, that Kanye West is such a good, serious rapper. Kanye West is better than Drake. Kanye West is a better rapper than Drake. And then Lil Wayne comes on, and Lil Wayne is just going crazy. Like, to write down the lyrics, you would see where his mind is at. It's like, my mind shines even though my thoughts seem dark. It's when, on No Love, when he says, save me, you keep the sunshine, save me the rain. You keep that, like, happy-go-lucky personality. Save me the dark, gloomy stuff. He has that persona. Like, I'm speechless. When I listen to Lil Wayne's, it's like, life is such a roller coaster, then it drops. But what should I scream for? This is my theme park. Like, there's a song that owns things. Like, I own this field of endeavor. What should I scream for? This is my theme park. Like, I am speechless. I'm speechless. Lil Wayne is just so good. And then we have Eminem's, where he's like, you stay with a couple true villains. You stay in this booth, true feeling spilling. He's saying, the booth rap music, you should be rapping like Superman at all times. If you don't rap like Superman, there's no point in going into the booth. There's no point in going to the studio. So then it says, I'm Hannibal Lecter in case you're thinking of saving face. You ain't got no face to save when I'm through with this, so play some Drake. Like, it's so good because the people in the back don't understand it. It's good because Eminem does this hand gesture. To say, like, it's finished, you don't think it's finished. Eminem knew it would sound bad unless you understood it. It's good because the music video is good too. The people in the back don't understand it. And Eminem is saying, like, I'm Hannibal Lecter in case you're thinking of saving someone's face like a regular person would. But you ain't got no face to save, so for the main time, just play some Drake. Because if you keep listening to Eminem, you will be at top of your class. So Eminem is like so good because the song ends and Eminem is dragging you to his other songs, like White America, like Eminem is good because he leaves the song on a cliffhanger. You save the best for last. He leaves it on a cliffhanger. The song just ends. I mean nothing. I want this shit. And then Eminem is basically telling you to listen to his other music so that you don't become a regular person. You want to be like Eminem, the greatest rapper of all time. And then Lil Wayne is just so insane.